What's up, guys? Frank Miletti here. Doing round two, Fedor Gorst versus Richard Andrews. If you followed us over from the PA Pro-Am page, thank you. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share to Fedor's YouTube. I have a good matchup here for you in a few minutes. All the all the winning results for the mini derb were on digital pool. You can just type in mini derb and all the results will pop up. All right, guys, we're waiting for this match to start up. Interested in one of the racks branded with Fedor Gorst's logo, you can check it out at FedorGorstShop.com. I'm going to throw a link right here in the chat for you. Also, Fedor's has a booth set up at the Derby City. They sell the merchandise there, t-shirts, hoodies, etc. Pictured here is him and Watali. All the different shirts on. If you're not going to be at the Derby City Classic, you can go on to Fedor's page, FedorGorstShop.com, and order your shirt or hoodie there. We're going to turn this table down so we don't get any of that background music. Don't get kicked off of YouTube. Revenger, you got to put a space in between mini derb. So it's mini, one word, space, then derb. And that should show you all the results that you're looking for. All right, we got Mr. Richard Andrews versus the Ghost, Fedor Gorst, reigning world champion. There you go, Revenger. You got it. Mini Derb. Go to digitalpool.com, type in tournament, and then type in Mini Derb. I know Mickey won one of them. I believe Sky and Billy split another one. I know Fedor didn't play in the one pocket after the 9-ball. He wanted to go home and get some rest for the week. No, Poker. They don't allow live streaming in the building. They don't allow any of the players to set up their own cameras or anything like that. It's either sent out to the syndicate, which is the Digital Pool Syndicate, which is what with me and some of the other streamers are a part of, or if you're a streamer that is licensed to be there. Like I could have been there this year, but I wanted to be at home instead, stream from the house. I have a better setup at home than I would if I was on the road. All right, Mr. Andrews hitting some balls around. There's the champ. Sporting his American look here. Jeans and a hoodie. Also, I believe Fedor is in the Bigfoot, of course. Fedor last year was the 2024 One Pocket Champion. So if you'd like to watch the Bigfoot, the only way to watch the Bigfoot is to purchase the pay-per-view. And then what I'll do is I have a link to purchase the pay-per-view, and it gives you $10 off. So if you'd like to watch the Bigfoot or any of the 48 tables that are out there, you can. Also, if you're new to me and hearing me commentate, my name is Frank Maialetti. My nickname is the Cue Ball from the Pool Hall. I'm from PA Pro Am Pool. Fedor had asked me to commentate his YouTube channel for him, so I am here bringing you some commentary of the Derby. If after this match you want to follow us over to the other channel, my channel is youtube.com/@PA Pro Am Pool, and we'll be streaming all night. Poker and billiards, you have to be part of the Digital Pool Syndicate. You have to have a following with your live streaming. It has to be Digital Pool. Yeah, has some requirements that they have. So you'll have to follow those requirements. They don't just allow somebody with like a cell phone or like a camera to just stream. There has to be some requirements involved. You can reach out to Zach Goldsmith on Facebook, and Zach will talk to you about everything, get you all set up. Okay, Rick Andrews banks the 9 across the table one time. Gonna cross over the 8, bank the 8 to the side pocket. Rick misses that. We have a little feed issue here. Let me just revive this feed real quick. Looks like we're having little feed issues here on this channel. Let's see if it can work. See if we can work through this feed issue here real quick. Jump over to the other screen. Just reach out to Digital Pool. Let them know we're having a stream issue. Let's see what they got. We're having some feed issues here. This is not good. Let's see what we can come up with. Grant, if you go up there to that link I posted, click on it. It'll give you all the information on individual days, what the full pay-per-view is, what the discount is, etc. All right, we got it fixed up here. Yes, 9-ball Will. We know the stream's choppy. We're working on handling it and taking care of it. That's what I've been saying here in the chat. Captain Obvious. All right, I don't have a score for this first rack because of the stream popping in and out. So, you have to click in that login and register button, and then it'll take you to it and tell you what it costs. All right, so Fedor might be banking the 9-ball cross. You got rid of the hoodie. Seems like Fedor's hitting him a little slower, whereas Shane was hitting him with a little bit more pace, and he was kind of getting the pocket. Tyler Steyer earlier was hitting center of the jaws almost every time. He was popping them straight down. Guys, if you can, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Try to build these numbers for tonight. We got the Ghost, Fedor Gorst, the world champion here. And Fedor's going to bank the 4-ball first. He's going to use the 4-come-1 rail. A little bit of pace that time. I'll leave Mr. Andrews a shot on the 7 or the 2, depending on what he wants to shoot at. Yeah, unfortunately, Scott Frost had to forfeit his match. He was set to commentate for AccuStats, and the time of his match conflicted with the commentating. All right, Fedor wins rack number 1. He's up 1-0. Gonna race the 3 racks. So let me play that video again for you for Fedor's rack. So Fedor's got a custom magic ball rack. You can check it out at fedorgorstshop.com. Blaine the Bigfoot started earlier today. It's been going on all day. All right, we got rack number 2. Fedor's up 1-0. Still got feed issues. Looks like it was a dry break. All right, so Mr. Andrews is going to bank the 7 off the left side rail. He's going to use a little inside English. Just a little short. All right, guys. Here's a link to the viewer. 475 players in this event. I just can't update everybody on every single player. So if you click on that link up there, you can search the player that you're looking for, and it'll tell you what they did per round. If they still have their rebuy, what time they're playing, if they're currently playing. And Fedor shoots that ball in the corner pocket. All right, Fedor getting a bridge. Going to bank this 2-ball. Reverse bank it back down to right where he's at. A little too soft. He had the line, though. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing, girl? And we sort of locked up. There we go. Yeah, there's probably 5,000 people watching the streams right now. Between all the channels here, it's the internet coming out of Caesars is probably real choppy right now. Just give it a few minutes. Hopefully they'll work through it. They'll allocate some more bandwidth. Fedor's going to bank the 3 to the bottom left corner. A little bit of outside English. Throw the cue ball back. Powers it down. Great shot by Fedor. For Fedor to play the inside English on the 2. Put the 2 in the same pocket. Hey, what's up, Steve Griffin? How's it going, buddy? He had the line thinned it just a little too much. Mr. Andrews can bank the. Looks like he can bank the 8-ball. Maybe he's going to play under. He's going to bank the 9 first. All right, 9's going to spot. Fedor can play the 8-1 rail to the top right pocket. He's going to hit right before the point. A little bit of inside. It'll throw the ball on a reverse English when it hits the rail. Two rails on the 9. That's nice. Thanks, Mark. Mike, I appreciate it, buddy. All right, Mr. Andrews misses the long rail bank. Fedor could take the long rail and the 8-ball, bank the 8-ball to the top rail. Some outside English, play the ball slightly to the left and let it curl into the bottom right pocket. Looks like the shot was made. Unfortunately, we didn't see it with the feed refresh. 2 rails from Fedor side pocket. Oh, just misses and hits the point. Excuse me 1 second, guys. I'm just answering the message here. All right, Fedor looking to go up 2-0. Nice shot by Mr. Andrews. He could play outside of the 9-ball with left-hand English and bank the 9-ball right just a little bit past the first diamond into the side pocket. He has the angle. He's got to kill the angle from here, though. That's why he's got to hit it. That's why he's got to shoot the cue ball basically away from the 9. He's got to hit exactly where he's aiming at. He's got to hit right there. And he got a little long with it. You got to hit that ball thin. By hitting that ball thin, it's going to essentially straighten it out off the rail. He said, I got one. We got 4-1 on the score. Mr. Andrews having a good time playing the ghost. Fedor Gorst. All right, for the second rack win, Fedor's going to play the 9. Bottom right corner. He's going to hit with a little bit of pace. He's going bottom left. He said, what the hell? Come on, young man. I can tap the 8 to the corner real soft. And leave that 8 right into the top left corner. I like it though. He's going for the 1 pocket shot. This is right-hand English, 2 o'clock. It's going to hit a little less than half of the ball. Hit it out well. It's good. Nice shot on the 5. He can 1 rail the 2 now into the same pocket. Mr. Andrews technically can bank out the 2 and the 8 the same way. He can 1 rail the 2 to the top right pocket and then 1 rail the 8 to the bottom right pocket. That ball's going to go in. He's going to spot a ball plus a penalty ball. If I'm Fedor, I got to try it. I got to try playing the 9 off the point on the opposite side pocket. All right, Fedor's playing the 2 ball. 1 rail on the 2 for the win. All right, the 5 ball does go clean past the 8. It's a tight shot, but it does go clean. Nice shot by Mr. Andrews. He can cross over the 2. High right English between a 2 and 3 o'clock position. And Mr. Andrews puts it down. He's got 3. There's 2 different shots. Actually, 3 different shots here. You can play extreme low left English. Bank the ball to the bottom right. You can play low left English and 2 rail the ball to the top right. Or you can play 3 rails inside. Top rail, side rail, bottom rail. Just like that. But he made the 9 instead. I think he's going to make both balls here. All right, that ball's going to sit up for Fedor. Fedor's going to have a 1 railer for the 9. Right side pocket. All right, and Fedor wins this rack. He's up 2-0 in a race to 3 against Mr. Richard Andrews. Check out all the cool things on FedorGorstShop.com. You can get a custom-made 9-ball rack with Fedor's logo, or you can get some of these cool new shirts that Fedor has. The hoodie, T-shirts. Pictured here is Fedor wearing the hoodie and Witali wearing the T-shirt. Check it out at FedorGorstShop.com. All right, guys, we're going into rack number 3. Fedor Gorst is up 2-0 over Mr. Richard Andrews. All right, dry break, nothing on the break. All right, Mr. Andrews has a couple different shots. The 1 to 3 doesn't look like they go. Could be wrong. He is looking at a 3-railer on the 5. Pointing. Yeah, it's a little unorthodox. All right, Fedor with the 5 ball down to the bottom left corner. Actually play this high and come off the right rail. Right rail, top rail. Sneaks it past the 6, but doesn't get it in. It's not leaving too much for Mr. Andrews. I like banking the 4 right back to the top right rail. All right, he's going to shoot that ball in. It's going to spot behind the 7. If there's enough room between the 7 and the 9. If there's not enough room, it'll spot directly behind the 9. I think Fedor's going to shoot the 3 in also. All right, so he shoots a 3. 3 will spot behind the 9. And Mr. Andrews got a shot on the 4. We'll play the 6 instead. He shoots the 6, makes the 5. This 5 will spot behind the 3 also. But that does give Fedor the 8. If Fedor can find the angle and kill the cue ball off the right side rail, he'll line up for the 6. And so we got the 8 ball down. We have 1-0 Fedor on the score. Fedor's going to bank the 6 to the top left rail. All right, Fedor misses. 6 goes in. That's going to spot behind the 5. This one's going to be tight. Andrews is going to bank the 4 back to the top left. He's going to make sure he doesn't hit any of the other balls first. Wow. Amazing. It's the 4 clean. That's a good shot. 4 goes. Moves the 9 out of there, but I think the rock's stuck. I wouldn't move. I would just play the edge of this ball. It's going to open up this 1-7. I don't know if that's a good idea. He's putting the cue to the top rail. And there's a thin bank, but the 1 pocket bank is on with the 7. Bank the 7 off the bottom rail right before the diamond. He's going to shoot the 1 instead. Slow-mo on this one. A little bit of feed trouble coming through. Fedor rattles the 1. All right, 1 railer to the top left is on. Feed trouble again. Doing my best I can here, guys, to make sure that the feed's coming through clear. All right, 1 ball's down. Mr. Andrews got 2 this rack. A couple balls he can bank here. He can bank the 7. I like banking the 2 instead. He's got a full ball hit on the 2. He's going low with it. He's going to come down below the 9. He plays the 7. I like playing the 2 instead with a little bit of high, playing the angle. We have 2-1 on the ball count. Richard Andrews. It's Fedor Gorst. Fedor Gorst is up 2-0 in the overall rack count. Tied up 2-2 with that cross by Fedor. Fedor looking at the 2 railer on the 7. He's going to hit it low. Outside. He's going to back cut the 7. Just slightly past the diamond. Got to get that ball to turn. It didn't turn enough. The ball's going to sit in front of the pocket. Richard Andrews looking at the Z shot. He just might be looking at the Z shot. Looks like he's called the 2 to the bottom left corner. Man, I don't know if I'd want to shoot any of those balls near that shot to open up. Looks like the chat got quiet, possibly. Maybe I'm wrong here. And chat got a little quiet. 792 on the stream. Need to get to 1,000. Let's send some more likes and shares out there. Share it out to your social media. Nice shot. Mr. Andrews makes the 5. I can tell you that Tyler and Fedor's cues are different. Tyler actually has a new cue sponsor, but I can't tell you who it is yet because he hasn't released it out to the public yet. Fedor's not sponsored by Q-Tech. He's sponsored by Triple 60. Richard Andrews making a couple nice shots here. Brock, unfortunately, I don't have the score because one of the times somebody made a ball, it was during one of those glitches there. I believe Andrews has 4. Fire this ball 3 rails at the top right. Now he's sponsored by Q-Tech. I'm sorry, not Q-Tech. I'm sorry. Sponsored by Triple 60. It was a whole big thing. It was almost like a LeBron James type thing. Sergio, I don't update the score. The score is done on site. Oh, Fedor puts the 9 into the pocket. Well, Forrest, at the beginning of the year, everybody's new 2025 goodies are coming out. All right, Andrews for the win here for the first rack. Tyler's not using Pagaline chalk either. All right, so we got 2-1 on the overall rack score. Fedor Gorst is up on Richard Andrews. Guys, if you want to be a part of Fedor Gorst's social streams, you can check him out on Instagram at Gorstianich. Also check him out on Facebook at facebook.com/GorstFeder. And of course here on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@FedorGorstPro. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right, looks like Andrews updated the wrong score there. It should be in the middle. Fedor's got 2. Richard Andrews has 1 going into rack number 4. And Tyler uses Kamui. And he's going to bank the 4-1 rail into the left side pocket. All right, 4 is going to hit the point and hold up. Look for Fedor to bank this 6 ball. That's a spotted ball after the break. He's going to bank the 2 instead. High right English come across the face of the 2. 2 down. He's going to probably do the same thing with the 8. little too much of the inside on that 38 to the rail. All right, Fedor Gorst has one. Shows Richard Andrews is having one. That's actually 0. He has 1 on the rack score, so it's incorrectly placed. Yeah, a lot of people aren't. It's usually in black pants. Pagaline is playing in the banks. Guys, if you want to know who the players are playing in there, at the top here where they have the pinned comment, it's the bracket link. You can search for your favorite player to see who's playing in the event. There's 475 players in the event plus a rebuy. So technically there's 800, 950 spots, essentially. And you know, Oscar's not playing in the banks. FSR, Al Katie, those guys are not in the banks. They might be in the one pocket. I didn't check their names on that. Better one rail on the 5 ball. Might even catch just part of the second rail going in. He's overspinning him a little bit. All right, 5 ball goes. He's got to hold the cue ball after the shot, though. All right, 5 to the top left corner. Rolls the cue all the way back. Don't know if that's going to help him. He's going for the 4 railer. Top left, bottom side. Let's see it. Gotta avoid the side pocket. How'd he hit it? Not good enough. All right, Federer at the table. All right, Federer drills the 6 back towards him. I think they have a couple tables that they're going to allow for action. I think I can stream one of them. I got to check and make sure. right, Fedor shoots the 8-ball in. Ball's going to spot. All right, Richard Andrews' turn at the table. He's going to bank the 8-ball. He's got to come across 1/3 of the 8-ball play with just a little bit of high left English. Banking just right past the middle diamond. What's that ball to come? Maybe about 3 to 4 inches to the left of the middle diamond. Guys, I'm going to keep repeating it. I'm not doing the score. The score is being done remotely at the room. I am not in the room commentating. I am about 500 miles away in Philadelphia. Oh, got the cue ball in the way. He had the shot. Better reverse banks it. Yeah, let me get on that. All right, so he does have the 4 that he could possibly cross to the top left. Yeah, just put it over there. I'll get on it when I'm in here in a second. All right, Fedor has the 8 to the top right. Outside English going to throw the 8 to the rail, so it throws an inside English and counter spins. Oh, it held up on him. He caught the rail just a little too fat on the way in. Absolutely, it is. Especially if the matches are lagging behind. If you have matches that go 2.5, 3 hours, or 4 or 5, then you have players waiting to get on the table from previous round times. You might have some matches that won't even start till 10, 11 o'clock tonight. A couple ones in action here right now. And D. Atkins playing. Troy Honeycutt. Pia Filler's tied up 2-2 with Clay Carmen. John Moore is up 1-0 over Jennifer Swenson. Mika Iman is up 2-0 over Randy Varner. Evan Lunda is up 2-1 over Kai Vachon. Still have Anthony Maglino ready to play. Shabib Raiz still ready to play. Levan Corteza. Goes in, it doesn't count. Has to go in clean. There is a 3-railer on the 3. Got to use a lot of extreme draw, though, to get the cue ball out of the way. As long as you don't hit the 2, it should come out. Right a little bit past the 3rd diamond. I think my pen died for the day. Now he's going to shoot the 8 into the corner. Spot it up. Yes, it is 8:06 Eastern Time right now at the Caesars Southern Indiana. They're on the right side of the state, so the state actually has 2 time zones. Half of the state is in Central Time, the other half is in Eastern Standard Time. Andrews comes across the front of it, but he had to kind of cut that ball a little bit. He didn't cut as much as he needed to. Left Fedor a bank on the 9 ball. That could be the opportunity Fedor needs. Bank the 9 back where he's at. Let that cue ball kind of open them balls up a little bit. Most top end pros won't practice for 8 to 10 hours in a row. They'll break up their practice sessions. They get burned out after a while. I know usually Margaret and Tyler have an AM and a PM session. Some of them actually skip days between practice. They think they almost view it like a gym. You know, you need like a day for your mentality to absorb. I might jump over to D's match, Steve, depending on whether or not he's finished or not. After this matchup, I'll shut this stream down and go over to the other stream, PA Pro Am. Jump that one up. I'll probably start off with D. I haven't seen D play in a while. All right, Fedor with the Z. Gonna be inside English. Devin, no, but I've been hanging out with a lot of the pros for a better part of 10, 20 years now. Not just at tournaments, like, you know, hanging out with them on the weekends and things like that. I know a lot of their practice habits. Some of them are very superstitious, too, about their practice habits. A little weird. Boom, fired that one in there with some authority. I like that. All right, see what Mr. Andrews has here on the 3. Is he going to play the same type of speed, or is he going to kind of hold try to hold the cue ball here. Nah. Book. I don't know how to write my name, let alone a book. I'll let you read my audio book. Yes, I was fortunate enough, Devin, to come up in the mid to late '90s in Philadelphia. My pool hall had a lot of the pros. Francisco used to come through there a lot. Efren came through there. Spanish Mike LeBron, who was the first Latin American U.S. Open winner, was there a lot. He used to bring in a lot of players. Allen Hopkins Expo. I've gone to every single one for 30 years. All right, Fedor going to dish him up, create a wedge a little bit. Andrews run across. Actually, though, Pool Ace, I do have a podcast coming out soon. It's called The Hot Seat. It's going to basically be me hanging out with like road players, some well-known road players, just talking about instances and just road stories, how they some of their biggest scores, their biggest losses, things like that. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. There's a lot of Spanish Mike stories around Philadelphia. Oh yeah, Devin, I've played at Efren many a times. Francisco too. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's too many pro players I haven't lost to. Actually, had we hosted Efren last year in Philly. It was on my stream, and then I had Francisco on the stream up in New Hampshire for a little bit. Scott Frost, Jeremy Jones had them in. No, I never beat Efren. I think if I won a rack, he'd let me. I know of Dennis Har. I don't know him too well. I do know. I think didn't he win like a VNEA Pro event or something, and like a U.S. Open. Devin, I'd say my biggest claim to fame was Mika underestimated me in just like a quick challenge match, race to 3, and I beat him. And actually, I have it on video too that I beat him. He wasn't happy about it when it was over. Shape up. So all the players in this tournament, this Banks tournament is technically a single elimination. If you lose, you're technically out. But you can have one rebuy for $100 where you can buy back into the tournament and continue going. Every round they have a redraw. So at the end of round number 2, and then they put all the players' names back in the pool, and then they just start pulling the players' names out. Yeah, Scott, I remember hearing the name. If I'm not mistaken, he won a VNEA championship too. Listen, Devin Meekin can still jam, man. He played in my Matchroom event last year, and even with everything going on in his personal life, he put a 6 pack on Tommy Haas, who's a huge and up and coming player in PA, and he went toe to toe with Sky. Just had a bad shot, cost him a match. Uh, he played. I streamed him and Shane playing the 14-1 at the international. I mean, he ran like 50 balls, 60 balls. That's great shooting there, Alexander. When I was coming up, Corey was in our area a lot, coming in from Delaware. His mom used to drive into the pool hall, Sticks on Frankfurt Avenue in Philadelphia. He used to play in all the games at Drexel Line Billiards. If you guys are familiar with the Philadelphia area, that's Bob Madoff's place. Justin Hall's a killer player. He's got a very unorthodox stroke, but he's a killer player. I think I watched him meeting Justin Hall. I think didn't he play Meg Lino a couple months ago down on in Jacksonville? I forget the gentleman's name, but his name's the voice of Jacksonville, and I think he streamed it. Or I think it was Justin Hall versus Meg Lino. Yeah, I know a little bit about Josh O'Neill. Strong player. He's from like Tennessee, I think, isn't he? Yeah, Maglino is a monster, Jason. I tried to get him to come up to our matchroom event last year in Philly, but I know he's what, a union guy, right? He works a union job. It's kind of tough for him to get off sometimes. Big fan of his game. I actually um, really started knowing about him about 2 years ago at the here actually at the Derby. Oh, Fedor tries a cross side on the 4. Remont Street, one of my favorite places in the world. Four Kings Casino. Shannon Murphy is actually playing in this event. Being a commentator, Jason, having all these guys on streams, you have people to tell you things. I'm an engineer by trade. I just kind of remember things. And four-railer by Fedor. Almost. I had my foot on the replay on that one. All right, Richard Andrews is going to spot this ball. It's going to be 3 in a row. Is Henny? I think I saw Henny's name in this. Let me see. You know what? I don't see Hennessy's name in this one. Might be in a 9-ball. I know some of the players that are playing in the banks, or some of the players that are playing in the 9-ball or the 1 pocket aren't playing in the banks too. Jock, what's up, buddy? Talk about Pay McBride. Did you get the Chuck? Did you get the barrel jack that they have there? That ball straightened out a little bit. Fedor Gorst makes it 3-3. Going to 3-rail the 3-ball now. Going to hit right before the first time. Nope, he's going to shoot the 6 instead. Fedor's on the hill there. Emerson, I've played at. Fedor gets out for the win. Was it Lucky Shot in San Pablo Billiards? But I've only played for a few minutes. I say a few minutes, like an hour. Nothing like real long there. Time for the obligatory picture. All right, Fedor Gorst wins this one. All right, guys, we're going to shut this stream down. But if you want to continue watching some free pool tonight, you can come over to mine. This is my stream, which is PA Pro Am Pool. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm going to be up. Have that stream rolling. So if you guys want to continue to party, come on over there. Let's have Ivan take a couple of pictures real quick here of Fedor. Make him look sweet. So give me like 5-10 minutes, and the PA Pro-Am stream will be up, and I'll see you guys all over there. If you're fans of Fedor, when Fedor's matches go live again, please make sure you set the notifications up. And then when he goes live, you get that notification on your phone. All right, guys. We'll see you soon.